everybody. This is my second video. Let's see how it goes. So, today's topic is going to be about this current administration. So, what needs to be asked about this administration is is it a legit administration? What do I mean by that? Well, I'm hoping to show you a clip of certain things to show when a president is actually legit and is a legitimate commander in chief that is recognized by the military. So, once again, I do not fucking understand or understand, overstand, whatever fucking stand, how people have missed certain events that did not take place according to military procedures. Me being former military and knowing military people, it baffles the shit out of me that my brothers and sisters in arms didn't catch this shit. Now, there's other people that have caught it. And, you know, which brought it to my attention. Certain things that they brought to the forefront, and I had to dig deep. Well, not that deep. And the things that they said were fucking pretty much legit. You know? Again, you guys call these people conspiracy theorists, crazy people. But these people find shit that, goes against the narrative, and they bring out the real shit. So, again, is this administration legit? I'll give you the fucking answer. No, the fuck it isn't. So how is this it? Kamala Harris, I call it a it, because, again, you motherfuckers don't know what the fuck that thing is. That it. You don't know. I don't know. I have speculations on it. So does others. And, they're not going by what the media is showing, what the media is saying. There's something seriously wrong with this thing that's running for president. In the thing that's president now, there's something funny with him, Joe Biden. Y'all should know something's not right. You just choose to ignore. There's some fuckery shit. There's some bullshit going on. There's some fucked up shit going on. So, with this video that I want to show, or clips, I'm hoping that this will open your eyes, because big YouTubers aren't going to talk about this shit. I'm not going to call no names out. Maybe you'll be led to check out this channel and hear what I have to say and what I have to show. And then you'll act like it's your own shit and put it out there, like you found the shit. Because I'm a small guy. But you big YouTubers ain't gonna say shit. You're full of shit. You're full of shit, damn near pieces of shit. Because you're not telling people what they really need to hear. Even if it sounds crazy, you're not putting it out there. You're not putting it out there that people think Kamala Harris is a dude. I think it's a dude. You're not putting it out there that This bitch might not be from India. You're not putting it out there like that. You're following the narrative just like everybody else. And you're full of shit. You're sitting there watching the debate, try to break down interviews, asking questions, why she not saying this and saying that, black this and black that. You ain't talking about shit. People are talking like this might be a fucking dude. This motherfucker is not Indian or Jamaican. People are actually saying this shit. Are you fucking paying attention? No, because why? Did these people sound crazy? Are they fucking crazy? Are we crazy? Or are we fucking looking into shit that just makes sense to us? That this might be a fucking dude. This is a fucking agent. This motherfucker, this administration is fucking fake, you guys. I'm sorry for the long introduction, but I hate when people do that shit. They want to show something, they take fucking forever. But come on, I'm sorry. This shit, you, it, I cannot fathom that you motherfuckers don't see there's something very fucking off with this whole shit. Your whole surroundings, your whole environment, everything is off. Your economy is off. Everything is off. But she's black. This is black, y'all. This is black. This bitch look like this? Do I look like this? Don't ever call me black. I might punch you in your goddamn fucking face. Don't call me African American either. We gonna have a fucking problem. With that being said, that's on the public record. Don't ever fucking call me black. I won't go by that shit. I'm not African American. Did you know African American is, once again, I said it in my first video. African American is trademarked as food. Is that bitch African American? I thought black people were African Americans. You're not calling her African American. And I thought you motherfuckers didn't know what a woman was. Now all of a sudden you know what a woman is. And the same people that didn't know what a woman is or was think dudes can have babies. Has this bitch had a baby? It might be a dude. How come she ain't got no babies? Where her babies at? But she gonna tell you what to fucking do with your babies, women, real women. That's what she gonna do. She gonna want you to kill your babies. Why? Maybe because they can't snatch them up like before, because shit's happening where they're paying attention to who's doing what with the little ones. They gotta be careful now. Somebody's snitching. Somebody's watching them. Is this whole shit even real? I mean, the children thing, that's very real. But what you're seeing on TV, is that shit even real? Are you sure you're seeing these people? Are you sure these people are real anymore? Are we sure? You have to ask these questions. But you're not, because you think everything is normal. You don't realize that you might be in a fucking war zone, literally. You don't realize that somebody tried to infiltrate your government, and maybe they did through this administration. See, you don't think about that. because you're too busy worried about what this fucking bitch is trying to get into office. You're worried about that. You're trying to get this fucking whatever the fuck it is. You already got this other thing running that's president. You don't even know what the fuck that is. You don't know if that motherfucker's senile or whatever. That bitch ain't senile. Stop with that bullshit right there. Oh, he's old. No, motherfucker. No, the motherfucker is off. He changes his looks every fucking 2 or 3 days. He looks different. His skin looks like plastic. Cause it is plastic. It's a fucking mask, you guys. Oh, see, he sounds crazy. Okay, whatever. Whatever. You guys don't know they got fucking masks and shit? You don't watch Tom Cruise Mission Impossible? Mission Impossible? I mean, they did it. They showed you on that shit, right? But if somebody outright says it, they're crazy. I'm crazy. I'll be crazy all fucking day than to sit there and take, you know, what's being presented to me in the media or whatever. I'll be crazy all fucking day. I'll be the weird motherfucker all day. I don't follow you retarded motherfuckers. Cause you're fucking retarded. I mean, you can be in my family, you can be my friend. I don't give a fuck. You're fucking retarded. And I'll tell you to your goddamn face, you're fucking retarded. To vote for something you don't even know if it's a fucking woman. Fuck it being black and from India. You don't know what the fuck this thing is. You already voted again. You already voted. This whatever this thing, this dude for president because you hate Donald Trump. And you hate him so much, still, you're willing to put whatever the fuck it is into office because she she comes from Jamaica. Now, you didn't say she comes from the States. She's Indian and Jamaica. You didn't say she was from California. She worked in California. But how come people are seeing that she went to school in Montreal? So when did her parents get naturalized in the States for her to be a United States citizen? She has a birth certificate. Where's her social security card? They can't show you that anyway. But they'll show you her birth certificate or its birth certificate. But anyway, let's get to the good stuff. So again, what I'm about to show you should make you question, is this administration actually legit? Is it? Let's find out. Let's find out together if these guys are actually legit. Because you have to ask these things. You really have to ask these things. Because if you just take shit for word, yeah, You're just lost in the sauce. You've been, well, you've fallen for the banana in the tailpipe. A big banana. So enjoy. I was looking at Biden's inauguration again, and I noticed none of the military had any ranks or honors on their jackets. So I decided to go back and look at other past inaugurations, and I noticed Bush, they had their ranks on their jackets. I looked at Obama. This isn't actually the inauguration, but it is a laying of the wreath. For some reason, the video wouldn't edit that I found for Obama's inauguration. But you can see here, they all have their military rank on their jackets. And the next one you'll see with Trump. Trump has his. And I want you to notice, too, that all three of them were able to touch the wreath and kind of push it back on the stand. But I want you to notice Biden's on what happens with his here, because his is different. Because remember, there's no military rank on any of the jackets anywhere. You can't find them. And you're going to see he doesn't walk down the steps. He walks out from the left if you're facing the tomb, which is weird. So you see there's no military ranking on any military officer there. They don't get to touch the wreath for some reason. They have to walk up to it and do this awkward, hey buddy, how you doing, kind of thing. And then they stand there, look at it, and then they turn around and walk back. So why? I also want to point out that they did the 21 gun salute with two guns actually at the cemetery when he arrived to the tomb of the unknown soldier. And then you got these three knuckleheads that showed up for some reason, which is weird too. And they showed up way before the family did, because you can see the family walking in. But I figured out why they did the minute and 22 seconds of silence or awkwardness from my last video. It was because they were supposed to do the 21 gun salute after the president got sworn in. This is Trump's 21 gun salute directly after he got sworn into office as president. Now you can go back and you can find videos where you can hear Obama's going off, you can hear Bush's going off, but Biden didn't do it for some reason. And the military didn't have their honors on or their ranks. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now, I want to read this about the 21 gun salute. It says, in accordance with the ceremonial standard operating procedure of the 3rd U.S. Infantry, i.e. the Old Guard, the various gun salutes are assigned as follows. Each round at a given salute is fired one at a time. The number of cannon used in a battery depends upon the intervals between each round fired. Now, I want you to notice that Trump had 4 cannons fired. Now, the military code says they want an odd number firing, so this isn't all that awkward with 4 of them firing. But I want you to look back at Biden's inauguration when they're laying the wreath and he's pulling up, that there's 3 cannons there. 2 are actually firing every 6 seconds, which will bring it to 2 minutes and 6 seconds by the time it's all done. Now, this is interesting here. A 3-gun battery firing 2 of its guns with 5-second intervals between rounds and 1 gun remaining at the ready in case of a misfire. Such a battery would be used at an armed forces full honors funeral or for a state arrival ceremony of a foreign dignitary at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. So they were firing 2 guns that is right on with this for a arrival of a foreign dignitary. What's up with that? I think you can figure that out now, can't you? So, did you catch it? Did you see it? This is not a real administration. You have been infiltrated, people. That and the dude that you hate is still commander in chief. He's still commander in chief. Not only did Joe Biden not receive his 21 cannons, if you saw on the video, he only received 20. The first one was a dud on purpose, I would think, because they would have made up for the dud had he been legit. So he got 20 cannons, foreign dignitary, or a funeral. Not only that, when did you hear Trump said he conceded? Go find it. I dare you. I challenge you. Go find it. Go find where he says he conceded to Joe Biden. I don't think you're gonna find it. I know you're not gonna find it because he never fucking said it. The military does not recognize Joe Biden. Not at all. So the way to prove that is to show you supposedly his motorcade, right? So supposedly he that motorcade goes through DC, right? And I don't care who you are. If you see a motorcade while in uniform, you better fucking snap to it. You better fucking stop what you're doing, stand at attention, and salute. Now I get that these guys were on a detail, you know, these National Guard soldiers. But if you watch this video um, that I'm about to show, you'll see that these soldiers really don't give a fuck about this motorcade. So, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Do you get it now? Do you guys get it? The military, the soldiers, had their backs turned, which tells me they do not recognize, once again, they don't recognize this administration as legit. So if Joe Biden never received his 21 cannons, right after he says, "So help me God," when he does the inauguration, which the cannons are supposed to start firing when the incoming president says, "So help me God," at the end of the sworn in office. The cannons begin to fire. So why didn't we? So why didn't we hear those cannons? Not only that, there's a certain time when you're supposed to fire off these cannons or do the inauguration. I think the inauguration starts at like 12 on that day or something like that. He did it like 15 minutes earlier, something to that effect. So he didn't even do the inauguration procedure correctly. And I mean, there's so many discrepancies, people just didn't catch it. I will have to say myself, I didn't catch it at first. But I just knew something wasn't right. I made phone calls, you know, to people in military installations. Who do you see in your chain of command on the pictures? If you don't know what I'm talking about, on military installations, they'll have the chain of command of that installation, that unit, the whole staff of the military, DOD, Department of Defense, and they'll have the commander in chief, which is the president. So I made phone calls. Hey, who do you have at your installation for the president? But because they didn't catch it, the people I'm asking, they didn't catch it either. When they checked, they're like, "Yo, it still has Donald Trump on there." Other people were like, "There's no picture on there," and it was like that for months, not weeks, months. By procedure, if the current president is up for re-election, he doesn't get re-elected, the new incoming president's picture goes up as soon as he or she is announced that they are now the commander in chief. So how come Joe Biden's face wasn't plastered on these installations right away? It didn't happen until damn near what, summertime of 2020 or 21, right? What am I saying? I'm saying you've been invaded. Why do you think there's people coming through the border? You're being invaded, people. Get it through your fucking heads. Stop being fucking retarded. You're being invaded. This administration is not legit. Or maybe the military is actually saving your ass. See, you don't need to have soldiers and shit running through the streets like we did for the last 20 something years, shooting at shit. War comes in all variations. Just because you go to work and all that shit, live your life like normal, doesn't mean you're not at war. Because there were people in Iraq and Afghanistan and all these other places doing the same shit. Going to work, living their life, and there's shit happening all around them. But they knew they were in a war zone. You motherfuckers don't. You know why? Because you're too busy on your TikToks, your Instagrams, your Snapchats, your OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? You're listening to these big YouTubers, content creators. What the fuck you gonna do when YouTube gets taken over? What type of content you gonna make then? Because it's coming. What you gonna do when Elon Musk happens to buy YouTube? What you gonna do? Because now you gotta compete. You're gonna have to compete with people that's not hiding any bullshit. You're gonna have to compete with people that are actually talking about real issues that you fucking big YouTubers are not talking about. And people are gonna see how fucking fake you are and how you're following the narrative and you're getting paid for likes and subscribes, right? That's all you care about. You don't care about if the people get real information. You care about likes and subscribes. Just by using your buzzwords. You can't even say kill, dead, murder. No, it's deleted. You can't say raped, sexual assaulted. It's got to be great. You can't say fucking bullshit. This is fucked up. You got to say gaslighting and cap. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Oh, this is cap. It's bullshit. Bullshit, people. Gaslighting. You're gaslighting us. See, that sound like some pussy shit. That sound like some bitch made shit. You're gaslighting us. No, you're bullshitting us. You're full of shit. You big YouTubers are full of shit. You're full of shit. I'm sick and tired of it. With your stupid ass thumbnails. How come y'all not showing this shit that I just showed? How come y'all not doing that? You worried about the next meteorite? The fucking aliens are coming. It's the end of the world. You know, it's biblical. Everything is just doom and gloom. I don't get that shit. One little thing happens, there's got to be a fucking biblical scripture tied to it. And it's the end of the fucking world. What? You think I sound crazy? What? And you don't even realize you're in a fucking war zone. You don't even realize these motherfuckers are doing this fucking imaginary shit to get your attention. Go on fucking TikTok. Look, look at the lights in the sky. Uh, but I thought this was the fucking firmament. I thought this bitch was flat. Well, look at there's a ripple in the firmament. Okay, now it's the firmament. Now it's got a rip in the bitch. So all these years, billions of years, Now it's got a rip in the motherfucker. Now the aliens want to show up. I mean, aliens already been on this bitch. Whatever the fuck an alien's supposed to be. Is there other entities on this motherfucking planet? Sure, why not? If you believe that, then you should believe that this fucking woman is a fucking dude. If you think biblical scriptures is tied to certain events, then you should be able to see that this chick is a fucking dude. You shouldn't be like, nah, bitch, you sound crazy. That's a fucking woman. No, no. I gotta listen to your shit. I gotta hear you talk about, oh, Jesus is coming. Why is he coming now? Why he ain't come before? Not to insult anybody, but I mean, how you know he gonna be on your squad? How you know he not or she? Because you don't even know if that's a fucking woman. You don't know. Just because it's written in a book doesn't mean it is what it is. And from my research and from what I heard, you're supposed to read that bitch starting with Revelations, the Bible, because the people that were here, meaning copper tone people, people that look like me, we used to read right to left until these other motherfuckers showed up. So why are you reading the Bible left to right? The war already happened. The war in the heavens already happened. And then they fell. And then they created man in their image. Let us make man in our image. Doesn't that make more fucking sense? Why would they create and then destroy what they created? They, because there's more than one. They had the war first. And then they created us. And we are a part of them. No matter where they came from. Y'all don't feel that? You don't feel that? That just sounds right. Just by me saying it, I can feel it. It sounds right. The war, the war already happened. Is there going to be another war? Possibly. But according to that book, it already happened. Makes sense? No, it don't for you some motherfuckers, because y'all motherfuckers is retarded. You're just fucking retarded. You're just going backwards. It's not compute. Because your preacher, your pastor, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, they didn't tell you. You know, fucking National Geographic, Discovery Channel, History Channel, they didn't tell you. Because y'all believe every motherfucking thing they tell you. You motherfuckers still think people that look like me came from another fucking continent. When we've always been here. In America. In the Americas. We've already been here. We've already been here. What are you talking about? How do you know? You know what? How come you don't hear about? Nah, I'm not going to say that. Well, I'm going to ask this. How come y'all think motherfuckers is too stupid to get on a boat and go travel somewhere? But you just think this one demographic of people just reign supreme, is just got on a boat and just stopping somewhere and just started taking motherfuckers, right? That easy, right? You think the Europeans are pale skinned people, right? Why? Because you were taught that in history, school, or class, or you just think dark skinned people just didn't get on boats? I mean, you just think we that fucking stupid? I'm talking to pale skinned and dark skinned people right now. Y'all just think we that fucking stupid? You know, there's people in Africa that probably don't even know that we're in the Americas to this day. I didn't know they had dark skinned people over there. There's probably people on the continent of Africa don't know about us being over here. Imagine that. Imagine an African coming over here and saying, you know, we've never heard that slave shit. Isn't it funny? Africans don't come over here and tell you about your history if you belong over there. How come they don't tell you? How come they don't hold seminars and tell you how you came from over there? How come they're not on the History Channel and the Discovery Channel showing you? I'm talking to the retarded ass copper tone people that, that will say some stupid shit like, well, my grandmother told me we're Cherokee. We got Cherokee in our family, but I come from the tribe of Zamunda. That's a dumb motherfucker right there. You need to stay away from that motherfucker. How come nobody's going hard like Dr. Umar? That's from Africa. Hmm? Or these other cats. How come they don't go hard like that from Africa? Coming over here and tell you dark skinned people, copper toned people, how come they don't come over here and tell you? But what they will do is come over here and take your resources, right? Hmm? They'll take your spot in these universities. They'll come up with stores, just like Chinese, Asian, just like Arabs, just like Indian, just like anybody that doesn't look like you and me. They'll come over here the same way and get shit that you don't get, that we don't get. And you were born here. They'll come over here, right? And you keep it real, motherfuckers, my African brother and sister. Them motherfuckers ain't over here coming over here to help you. They coming over here to fuck your women. And what I mean by your women, I'm talking about women from here. Because that woman thinks, oh, my African king. Or that dude, my African queen. Right? Have a baby over here and think they're tied to the land. And think they can grab more resources because they have a baby from here. One of the parents is from here. That's that Pocahontas shit. That was the whole point of Pocahontas. They wanted to claim the land through the children from Pocahontas. It's a land grab, people. The only one that can have ties to the land is the little one. That little one has ties to both land from the mother and the father. But what they try to do is try to claim the land through the child, through the little one. You can't do that. With that being said, where was this thing, Kamala Harris's parents, where were they naturalized at? Because you can't just come from Jamaica and have a baby here and that baby's running for fucking president. That's a land grab. That's an invasion. Because if her parents were naturalized, that means they still have ties to their homeland. And I've said this before. So does she have dual citizenship? Triple citizenship? I mean, she would be Jamaican, Indian, and Canadian. Because people have found out that she went to school in Montreal, Canada. How come these big YouTubers ain't talking like this? They still calling you black. I saw Candace Owens. This bitch supposed to be a fucking educated. Now, bitch is a star in the sky. Candace Major, Candace Minor. Serious star system. How come she keep calling you black? She know what black means. Why is she doing it? She's part of the fucking program too. I don't trust that motherfucker at all. I don't like her. She can look up old girl's genealogy all she want and try to sound like she's trying to, whatever. No, no, motherfucker, no, not with me. Mm-mm, no. You still calling motherfuckers black, and you're supposed to be highly educated. I mean, it's not like you're retarded like AOC. That bitch is fucking retarded. Who's ever playing her is a great actor. Because I can't stand that retarded bitch. Her character is great. Why am I talking like that? Because you're watching a fucking movie, people. You're watching a movie and you're at war. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but you'll figure it out. Which one are you looking at? Are you looking at a movie, or do you realize you're in a war zone? Because you got people coming through the border. It's called an invasion, people. Your economy sucks. That's what happens before people go to war. Shut down economies. Shut down your way of life, quality of life. And then they send the troops in. And then the troops establish installations, locations. If you want to talk about the Venezuelan shit, that's what it seems like that's happening, right? Or is there some other shit going on? Because I've heard there's some other shit going on. I can't tell. And I'm not going to say it because people will disagree with what I really think. So you figure it out. That's if you want to check to what I'm saying. Before I go, let's see if I can find uh, where uh, the real uh, inauguration from January 21. So let's see if we can do this.
But the aircraft, as you can see, has finally landed in the Joint Base Andrews for his send-off ceremony. As just a few minutes ago, we had seen Marine One taking off from the White House lawn, carrying the outgoing President Donald Trump to join Pace Andrews. This is where his send off ceremony is going to be taking place. It is not typical for a president's final flights to be officially called Marine One or Air Force One, since those craft only have those names when the president is on them. The helicopter flight for the outgoing president typically becomes known as Executive One. So, what you're seeing are visuals of Executive One, and for more details, let's quickly go across to our correspondent Amy Hebels, who's joining us live at the moment. Amy, just ahead of his departure, Donald Trump is all set to hold a departure ceremony this morning, and of course, Mike Pence is expected to skip this ceremony. How telling is the gesture of Mike Pence skipping the ceremony, and how telling is this gesture of Donald Trump's presidency?
Well, it's actually a departure from tradition for the outgoing president to not attend the inauguration. Very unusual. We just saw Marine One fly overhead. He apparently wanted to take one final look at the mall, National Mall. He will not be attending the inauguration ceremony, but Vice President Mike Pence will be in attendance. Now, right now, there's definitely a mixture of excitement and some tense nerves out here on the National Mall because of the unprecedented security that is in place. I walked this morning from the Capitol Hill neighborhood all the way down here to the National Mall. The entire area is cordoned off. It's almost like a fortress. Roads are blocked off, streets are blocked off. This part of the city is shut down entirely, which is very unusual. There's about 25,000 National Guardsmen working this area, securing the perimeter of the U.S. Capitol and the National Mall. They're working hand in hand with the Secret Service and the U.S. Capitol Police, trying to make sure that there are no outbreaks of violence. Now, because the public is not allowed to come down here for the inauguration, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a field of flags. There are thousands of flags representing every state and every territory in the United States. It's really quite an incredible sight. Now, at 12 noon exactly, President-elect Joe Biden will be sworn in as the 46th president of the United States.
All right, and as we speak, Amy, President Donald Trump has arrived at Joint Base Andrews. I have to keep reminding myself to call him the outgoing president now. And as we can see, he has arrived at the Joint Base Andrews. And of course, do run us through what can we expect at Joint Base Andrews now.
Yeah, so I'm actually down here on the National Mall. I am not at Joint Base Andrews, but he is flying to Florida. He's going to his residence in Florida. He has chosen not to attend the inauguration, which is, for your audience there, that's very unusual.
Right.
Most presidents participate in that, just as a show of respect and decorum. Vice President Mike Pence, however, will be on hand for that. What's also unique is this afternoon, we are going to see three former living presidents. We're going to see former President Barack Obama, former President Bill Clinton, and former President George W. Bush going to the wreath-laying ceremony with then President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. They're all going to be there together. That ceremony will be held this afternoon after the inauguration. That's going to be at Arlington National Cemetery. So that'll be really unique. Former President Jimmy Carter is still with us. But he and his wife Rosalind declined, probably because of this is a pandemic right now. So not only are things toned down this time around during this inauguration because of the pandemic, but then we also have
so as
the
we
security
speak,
issue.
As we speak, Amy.
Why would an outgoing president receive 21 cannons? Why would Donald Trump not attend the inauguration as per procedure. Why would he fly to Andrews and receive a 21 cannon salute when Harris and Biden has to go to Arlington to do their inauguration or finish the inauguration and never receive the 21 cannon salute? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you ignore this from here on out, you're a piece of shit. Straight up. You're a dumb motherfucker. You're retarded. You're ignorant. You're dangerous if you don't question this. Check it out. And I have to say it. If you don't think what I just showed you is, of concern, then you're the fucking problem. You're part of the problem that we're having today. And you're going to try to vote, and most likely you're going to try to vote this thing in office to create more problems and cause utter destruction. That's according to, if the movie was to go that way. But let's say it doesn't. I don't think it will. I don't think people are willing to take that chance on you people, you dangerous people like that, to have this thing come into office. Although it could happen. And if it does happen, we're fucked. We're fucked. Something seriously went fucking wrong. That would mean, other forces are involved and they're here to fucking take us out. So there's your doom and gloom on that. But I just don't think it's going to happen that way. What I think is going to happen is a lot of you motherfuckers are going to probably apologize to me, and I don't want to fucking hear it. I already told you. Don't fucking come to me. Don't say shit to me. You ain't got to say shit to me now if you don't like what I'm saying. Because I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of trying to show people there's some funny shit, and you're going to call me out. It's normal. Shit happens. No. Shit just don't happen. Shit does not just happen from the way I see things. And others like me. There's plenty others like me. To sit there and try to tell me not that everything's all right, shit happens. No, fuck you. You can stay out of my fucking life because you're part of the fucking problem. You think men can have babies. You're fighting for women's rights to kill their babies when they already had that right. And then fucking Roe versus Wade, the fucking chick lied. She just came out and said she fucking lied. The shit never happened. And all that's about is the laws are going to be according to the states, not federal. It's not it's not on a federal level. It's a state level. It's a local level. Donald Trump has nothing to do with that. But this chick is riding off of that one, abortion rights. She wants you to kill your little ones. She don't have little ones. What the fuck she gonna have compassion for a baby? Why should she? She don't even like you black people. She don't like you motherfuckers. Especially men. I mean, she was locking motherfuckers up in Cali. Right? Even when she was fucking one. Or two. Maybe From what I heard through the grapevine, she was at them Diddy freak offs. Maybe that's why they had to go raid his shit. What would you think about her then if y'all found out she was at the freak offs? How would you feel? How would you feel to find out that's a fucking dude? I know you're waiting for me to say allegedly. I'm not going to say that. What if it is a fucking dude? I'll say it like that. What if it is a dude? There's plenty of fucking weirdos out there that are men that try to look better than a woman. I shouldn't say weirdos because some of those people have fucking values. And what I mean by that, they don't fuck with the children. They don't fuck with the little ones. That's just the way they like to do things. Do I agree with it? Fuck no. But that's how you want to get down? That's how you get down. I got nothing to do with that. Keep that shit to yourself. However, if I see you in public and you know, I'm not gonna sit. I might like be like, damn, you, whatever. But y'all gonna be finding out all these hard dudes, these hardcore dudes, gangster dudes is nothing but fucking fruities. Damn. Even some of the cats I like, as far as rap music goes, damn, fucking fruities. I mean, damn. Then again, no, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, fuck it, I'll say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna go there. Not yet. It's my second video. It's not the best. I'm still trying to, get professional at this shit as far as presentation. Fuck content. Sound like some fake shit to me. I'm a content creator. Sound like you're trying to make a movie. You're trying to lie to people. You're trying to program shit. I like to deal with presentation. I like that better. I'm trying to present this to you, not content create. Content create means like I'm trying to fill a gap that, that that you need to be distracted to. Presentation. How about that for a buzzword? Presentation. Because if you content create and you just live off of fucking YouTube and TikTok, what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do when these platforms are gone? Or they change to where, again, the little motherfuckers are gonna put the real shit out. What are you gonna do then? You can't compete because you're too fucking pussy. You're too busy worried about likes and subscribes. So that's a challenge to you big YouTubers. In case you watch my video. And I'll know that you listening to my shit because I'll know what you put out there because I've talked about the shit. Or others. Other small YouTubers. Because it seemed like the big YouTubers, yeah, they're getting paid. They're here for, you know, mis and disinformation. They're here to lie to you. I ain't got time for that. Talking all proper and shit. You even got rich motherfuckers on YouTube trying to tell you shit. If you rich, what's the point of talking proper? I mean, like seriously proper. And what's the point of not really diving into shit? You already rich. You're already well off, or whatever rich is. You're already well off. You might as well just spill the whole shit. Like, I'm not fucking. I don't have, you know, not yet. It's always a small guy that's got to fucking lift everything up, right? Because the big dudes, the big motherfuckers are fucking pussy. And I'm not talking physical. I mean, I'm just saying in general. Because even in the physical, a big dude could be the small dude. Everybody looks up, everybody depend on that motherfucker to do shit. That means you're probably below the ranks or some shit. If that makes sense. Anyway, second video. I don't give a fuck if you like, share, subscribe. I don't give a fuck. I just need to reach one motherfucker. One. Just one.